All right, so hey, beautiful people. Today we're talking about what are like terms in an algebraic expression. So the first thing we should do is we should decide what are terms in an algebraic expression. So terms. When you have an algebraic expression, are the pieces of an expression that are a combination of numbers and variables. So the pieces of an expression don't include addition or subtraction signs. Actually, they just don't include the addition sign. Don't include the addition. And they're actually usually separated by the addition sign. Separated by an addition or subtraction sign. So let's give some examples. So if I have an expression that looks like 5x plus 1, then I have two terms. Okay, the first term is 5x. So 5x is a term. And the second term is 1. So again, the terms are the pieces that are separated by the addition, and they're a combination of numbers and variables. Let's try another expression. If I have 13 plus 2y plus z. Okay, so this one's a little more complicated, but again, it's all separated by the addition or subtraction sign, and it doesn't include them. So 13 is my first term, and then 2y is my second term, and then z is my third term. So there are three terms in this one, because again, each of the terms or pieces are separated by the addition or subtraction. Notice that each of my terms are a combination of numbers and variables, and each one does not include an addition sign or a subtraction sign. Okay. The only caveat to this is if you had an expression like 14y minus 2. Okay, and it's the only difference is when I do this, 14y is one of my terms, but the 2, because it has a minus in front of it, it becomes a negative 2. So that is an important distinction. So whenever I have the addition sign or the plus sign, I don't have to include that in each term because I automatically assume that they're positive. But when I have a minus sign or a subtraction sign, that makes that term become negative. So I have to include that minus. So I'll do one more that's like that. How about 5k minus 2m plus 11. Okay, so again, each of my pieces, I have 5k first. And then this 2m has a subtraction in front of it, so it's a negative 2m. But the 11 has a positive or a plus in front of it, so it's just going to be 11. So those are my three terms for that one. Okay. All right, so that's what a term is in an algebraic expression. So I'm going to give you some try-its really quick to find terms. Okay, so I gave you two try-its, and I want you to write the terms. So I'm going to write terms here. Terms. And then terms. Okay, so take a minute, pause this video, and write the terms on each of those. All right, you should be coming back from writing that on your own. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it. So again, the terms are separated by the addition or subtraction, and they're the pieces that are a combination of numbers and variables. So 17 is one of the terms in this one, because 17 came first, and it's separated by an addition sign. On the right-hand side of the addition sign is 4x. So 4x is a second term. And the 4 and the x stay together because there's not an addition in between them to separate them. So 17 and 4x are your two terms. Okay, for the second expression, we've got a similar idea. So again, to the left of the addition, we've got 9y. And then to the right of the addition sign, we have the number 7. So 9y and 7 are your terms. So each of these groups have two terms, because there are two separate pieces, okay? So the next video, we're going to talk about finding like terms, so when terms are the same or similar.